Okay, my name is Musa Mfengu. I'm a production manager here at Weaver & Berries. Weaver & Berries is in Tulbagh. This farm, it is 36.6 hectares. We have three varieties, which is Magica, Julieta, and also Elena. And then the varieties that we have on our farm are mid-season varieties. We are harvesting them from July up until to December. For farming, it started when I was very young. I grew up in the rural areas, and then we were farming there. But I've never thought that I will end up in farming. And then at high school, I was a biology student, and then I used to really love for plant breeding. And then one day I went to Stellenbosch University asking one of the lecturers then, which happened to be the head of genetics. And then the lady then, she told me that if you really want to specialize in plant breeding, you must go to agriculture. That's actually where my love for farming started. And then when I started with farming, I fell in love with it. I always say that farming is a calling for me because it's something that I've never chosen when I was in high school, but now that I'm doing it, I'm so in love with it. That I've learned in life, especially in agriculture, you must really be humble. And then that's the first thing. And then the second thing, you really, if you want to stay on top of your game, research. And then another thing that you really need to do as a farmer, embrace technology. There is a lot of technology that is coming into our industry. Everything is being digitalized. So you need to make sure that you know those things if you want to stay on top of your game in farming. That's one of the stuff that I've learned from my mentor. He was a researcher. He was somebody that was really reading, that was reading and researching. Young farmers in farming, it is very important that we get young farmers, not just young farmers, brilliant young people must come into farming. Farming is science. I always say that farming has three important legs that one need to master. You must be technical. Farming is also a business. Farming is also science. So we need people who've got a science aptitude to interpret data so that we can make decisions to maximize yield in our industry. So we need young people to come and join the farming or agricultural sector. The reason why I've entered this competition is just for me, exposure. I didn't know anything about the competition up until somebody told me about it, and then I said that okay, let me enter the competition just for exposure and also show out my talent to the world. That's one of the reasons I've joined or I've entered the competition.